Hi there. Welcome to my World of Tanks reviews. This weekend, it's October 17th tonight, Thursday night, 2013. And tomorrow, the Dicker Max, which means Fat Max, I guess, in German, and then also the SU100Y are going to be going on sale. So I'm going to do a couple quick battles and quick reviews, maybe like one or two battles per tank, and a quick review of each so that you guys can kind of decide whether they're worth the money. Like I always tell people, when you buy a premium tank, it's always best to get it when it goes on sale. Now, the Tier 8 tanks don't go on sale very often, but Tier 6s and sometimes Tier 7s do. And they don't go 50% off, but they go 30% off. So we have a case here where both these guys are going to be 30% off. So let's start with the SU100Y. This is definitely a unique tank. It's pretty difficult to play. It has no gun depression. It's very big for a tank destroyer. I use camo. It's kind of a joke, but I do use camo, and it does sort of work. So, and I have my crew. They're all trained on camo. So you got 6 guys and the camouflage and then the camo net, and you can stay hidden until you fire. So things that you have to be careful with this tank. One, obviously getting close in. It has no armor to speak of. It will bounce occasional shots, but look at our hull armor, front and sides. It's 60, 60, 60 all the way around. Now, the slope helps a little bit, but you have this giant area on the front that can get penned here. You can get penned here. If it goes here and bounces up into here, you can get penned. Bullets go right through here. So it's definitely still a tank destroyer. You are not going to be pushing with this tank until maybe the end of the battle, when there's only like really beat up tanks left. Now let's look at some of the other soft stats here. 700 hit points for a tier 6. That's a decent amount of health. You can take 2 or 3 hits from some pretty big tanks. So 700 health is not bad. Like, let's look even at the tier 7 E25. 830. So you only got a little bit more on that one. And I know that the SU122 is 840. So at tier 6, 700 is okay. It's got a 35 mile an hour speed limit and a 30 traverse speed. Now, don't let those fool you. It's actually not that bad. This tank moves much faster than, let's say, the KV, which is what I believe this is based on. The frame is a KV frame. Or T150 frame. This actually scoots ahead pretty quickly. And then you have a decent traverse speed. It's not the best, but it's not horrible. And then you have, I'm going to say it's a pretty mobile tank. It seems to move along pretty well. I don't ever feel like, oh, come on. So it's not like a big lumbering tank. It's actually pretty agile for its size. Now, looking at the gun, I think we're 175. Let's look. Yeah, 196 average penetration. That's pretty good. And the average damage is 440. So it's a beastie of a gun. I mean, that's a huge. It's 130 millimeter. It's basically a naval gun mounted on a tank destroyer. So blast away. The downside to that, of course, is that it has a rate of fire of 3.75. So essentially, you're firing every 14 seconds. So with this tank, you fire and you hide. Because as soon as you fire, you're spotted. So, really, you got to get hidden as soon as it fires. And like I said, it's got a pretty decent view range of 350. That's average for this tier. You got these nice scopes way up high. Towering above your neighboring tanks. But, yeah, so this tank, though, like I said, it definitely, it's unique. It makes a decent amount of credits. I would say it makes as much as the SU-122-44 if it's played right. It will bounce shots at a distance, so be ready for that. But like I said, if you stay back and you use it properly, you can be a deciding factor in a battle. And you can also, it's one of the fun things to do is that this tank will kill most of the scouts that you face in one hit. So ELC, the AMX ELC will come across, or you know, a Lux or a T-50, and you can one-shot them, and it's pretty funny. I've actually had battles where I've killed 2 or 3 scouts with this tank, and so that can be fun. So let's go ahead and run a couple battles and see how it performs. Now, for those of you wondering what good a premium tank is, you know, the biggest benefit to a premium tank is that you can train your crews. So you can take your SU100 or SU152, some extra gold, but they are, obviously, since you're not researching a premium tank, they just automatically you already have the vehicle eluded, so all the training goes right to the crew. Plus, it gets a bonus, I think, of 50%. So it earns a lot more experience. And they also make a little more money than the tanks on their tier. So let's go do this. Now, with this new map, a funny thing has happened. This needs to be defended, but a lot of people don't realize it, and they still try to go the way that they used to go. And it's been, you know, this map's been in circulation now for almost a month. Apparently people still don't get the message. And, you know, I'm in a bad position now because, you know, unless I get some support, I'm going to get killed pretty quickly. I do run a spall liner on this tank. And then I load the gun rammer, obviously, because it takes so long to load. And then I run the camo net. I am not using the gun laying drive because I feel like the gun laying drive is pretty much useless. Because you can't... Oh, Stuart. He won't come back, I can guarantee that. Because the gun laying drive, you know, you have enough time between reloads to aim. If you're... Man, I'm all by myself here. Look at this. I'm spotted. Come on, Felly. Now, the issue is I'm going to get popped by artillery here soon, so I need to move out. I'm trying to stay already safe here. We have an ARL coming too, and he's going to penetrate right through me like an elephant. With an elephant gun. Yeah. Ooh, blam! A total miss. I knew that was going to happen. That's where the gun depression on this tank totally sucks. And now I've got 14 seconds before I reload. That's not so bad. Goodbye. Yeah, 29. Yeah, and this is my... it's over. I'm doomed at this point. Oh, no, he didn't do any damage. Now he's doomed. Oh. He hit my track again. But I need help. I don't want him sitting there. I'm not going to shoot yet. I'm going to wait till I can do more damage to him. And now the artillery's heading my way. Yeah, see, and so this is a really bad position for this tank. This is going to be a short battle. I'm, you know, asked for help several times, but I'm not going to get it. Yeah, that's how you have to play this tank. You just hide and pray that the guys reload fast enough to survive. So now I should be able to do some sniping because I think we took care of there's a Covenanter out there somewhere, and I know their artillery. Man, what's going on here team-wise? Looks like it's a pretty even fight at this point. We're losing. Their team has wiped out a majority of our team already, and I'm almost dead, so I'm not going to really be able to do much more. Look at this, man. So I'm gonna try to scoot across this. That Covenanter could potentially be a big problem for me because he's going to get a big... Yeah, there you go. 400 damage. He just became a non-threat to our team. Yep, there's the Covenanter hitting me. I got to get Artie safe here. Oh, yeah. And of course, I'm still spotted, so... Now here's where the gun lane drive would probably help. Oh. Now, wait a minute, I thought they were supposed to fix that. And he's, how are we doing? Okay, we're doing better now. We're starting to turn the tide a little bit here. I wish I could get a good shot on that T-49, but the issue is now I'm completely exposed. And I have a feeling unless that Covenanter stays put... Oh, they're killing our artillery. Nope. Oh, come back. I'm going to wait here. I don't think he's going to come back. That might have been my only chance. I've got a really bad feeling this Covenanter is going to swing up behind me. But I think our guys need help more than... Come on, back up just a little more. I don't think I can pen. Yes, I can. So here's the glory of this tank. And like, look, I survived. I almost didn't survive, but somehow I managed to continue. The artillery, I'm surprised, didn't focus on me. That was a big shock to me. I haven't gotten hit by artillery yet. Maybe I'm still hidden. That Covenanter, I want a piece of him. For the grief he caused me. I want to hurt him. Oh, well, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get their artillery, but you get the gist. I mean, this tank really, it's not, you can't push with it. But you can definitely do some very serious damage. I mean, I took out, I didn't kill their Type 58 or Type 59. I can't remember which. I think it was a 58. But I did 400 damage to him, leaving him with like 18% health. And then I killed that KV-1S. And I also, killed or did a lot of damage to their ARL, and so it's a this tank is punishing when it's used right, and it has to be hidden though, and that's the thing. You really got to stay already safe, and you really got to play it slow and calm. And so that was a good example of a battle, and I did 1,200 damage. It's not stellar, but it's it was good enough. And it gave you an idea how the tank plays. So that's the SU100Y. And like I said, it's soft. So you need to still, even though it's huge, and you can't play it like a KV, you need to still play it like a small tank destroyer. You'll have people yelling at you sometimes, oh, you need to push forward. No, don't listen to them. You have to have that mentality that the tank destroyer requires. A tank destroyer mentality is, I'm going to hide, I'm going to use camouflage, I'm going to use rocks, and I'm going to use terrain to hide my tank. And I'm only going to take shots when I have to and when I have a good chance of hitting. And look at that. So that was an average battle. I didn't do great, but I made 17,000 credits. Let's look at the team score. Oh, look, I was the top scorer. And I was the top damage dealer. Yeah, so, I'm hoping that I'm giving you good advice. I know sometimes I play tanks and I don't do as well in them because I'm not, like, the best player in the world, but I think I've shown you here. That was the first battle that I ran with it. I haven't run that tank in almost a month, maybe more. So, it just goes to show you I can just hop in this thing and do well. So, there you go. So, there's the battle for the 100Y. Now, let's take a look at Fat Max. Fat Max is the Dicker Max has amazing gun depression. Unlike the SU100, it's like the complete opposite in that manner. Everything else actually is very similar. You have a pretty large tank. It's got a big silhouette, so it's a big target. It has a slow reload time, though this gun, it fires 6. So it's double the SU100. The average penetration is lower, and let's take a look here. So you're looking at 169 where it was 190 in the SU100Y, and this is 300 damage versus 450 damage. So less damage, faster rate of fire. This gun is more accurate, 0.36 on the accuracy, whereas our SU100Y, I don't remember offhand, our SU100Y's accuracy 0.38. Actually, they're really close. I mean, 3.6 and 3.8, that's almost nothing, with the new with our new aiming boost since 8.7. So I've decided to use a gun rammer, and I've also decided to use a gun laying drive on this tank because it doesn't seem to draw arty as much. It has a better camouflage profile, and because of that better profile, you can not worry about getting hit with arty as much. Now, I would say speed-wise, this tank actually runs. It's got a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, but it's going to run almost the same speed as it feels very much like the SU100Y when you're running it. Faster traverse, less armor all the way around. But still, it's a great tank. And I'll tell you what, if you abuse the terrain and you can really get up to like a little ridge and then pop the front of the tank up and shoot down, and it makes your tank so that only the very top section of the tank is visible to the enemy. And sometimes they can't even get a hit on you, or it'll bounce because it's going to just strike this plate up here and boink. So I would recommend that you learn how to play hull down with this tank and use the terrain, and you will be very successful with it. Now, the Dicker Max, and this has been said by other people, and I agree, it doesn't ever have a great game. It has lots of good games. And I'll tell you what, when my son Ryan, who has one, and I platoon up with these, we win almost every single battle. It's ridiculous how much we win when we're playing together. So let's go ahead and run this tank. And once again, it's going to be 30% off this weekend. Both of these tanks I think are worth it. It just depends on what line you're running up and what you're looking for in playstyle. This tank is a slightly more aggressive than the SU100Y, and it fires faster, but you still have to play it like a tank destroyer. So think of it like a Black Widow spider. You hide waiting in the web. You make a web and you wait, and then when the enemy approaches, you devour. Let's go devour. So I've been struggling tonight. Here I am in the same position, actually, with getting a good battle to video for you guys with this tank. And, that's part of the thing with this tank. You're usually going to get 2 or 3 kills. You're going to do about 12 to 1,500 damage. You might do more, but this map's a little better for this tank. I wish I was on the other side of the map. This is not the good side for tank destroyers. The other side has that. Wait a minute. Where the heck? Yeah. The other side up there by A3, A4 has that little cove where you can get your tank destroyer back in there, and there's a nice ridge, so you can get up and down quickly. But we're going to try to spider it with this. Got a lot of premiums out tonight. Looks like we're going to win. I'm going to say from looking at the breakdown of our percentages, we have it's going to be close, but we have a slightly better chance of winning. And they have an M6, so they lose automatically. Poor M6 drivers, man. I don't think the MM was this hard when I drove the M. I don't remember getting into Tier 8 battles in my M6, but I guess I did. I just don't remember it. It's been a long time since I played the M6, thankfully. Yeah, if I could get my eyes on that Hellcat, that would be wonderful. He's right there somewhere. I don't want to pull up too much because I'll be exposed to him. He was last spotted by that IS-6. Well, we're getting blitzkrieged on the other side here, so at least we have a lot of tanks over there fighting, but... Oh, another Hellcat appears. Let's see if I can get that T-29. Now this is kind of a bad place because I'm exposed on this side, but nobody's seen me yet, so I guess I'm going to go for it. Not real happy about it, but I'm going for it. Let's see if we can hit that Hellcat because I can do some severe damage to the Hellcat. He doesn't know I'm here yet. Got him. Well, at least I helped kill him. I don't know that I necessarily killed him myself. I don't think I got the kill, but it took him out.
Hauptgeschütz getroffen. Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
The ET-8 knows I'm here. Let's... He moved too fast. Hit me. Oh, got him. Oh. Okay, I need to get down fast. Who hit me? Oh, the Lorraine. Okay, so they've called. I've obviously been called on now, and I need to just get the blankety blank out of here before I'm taken out. Good. Wow, we cleared the hill. Good, good. Maybe I'll get a chance to kill that Lorraine. That was lucky. That was very lucky on my part that I survived that hit. The Lorraine obviously put a shell right into the top of my tank, and you know, pretty much. Amazingly, he only broke my gun in my track. I'm surprised none of my crew members died, but I'll take that. Thank you. So we're gonna go to the cliff edge. But you saw how I kind of abused the terrain there, and did it save my butt? No, I still got hit. But it could have been worse. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's over. This guy's got me spotted. Oh, he missed. Please, 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 please. Oh, and I lagged. Yeah. Screwed. I only did 400 damage. How bad was that? But at least you got to see a good battle. Okay, so let's see how we did. Yeah, right down there at the bottom. Let's go by experience. Not too bad. Considering I was in the bottom 4, I'm now in the top 5. So that's a small move, but it's a move. Like I said, I didn't do whopping damage. A lot of guys did more damage than I did. So that's a good battle in the Dicker Max. I've had some pretty unstellar battles tonight with the Dicker Max, trying to get some footage for you. Which it's par for the course, but I'm definitely not doing as well as I usually do. I've got 3 losses and 2 victories, and one of the victories was just me riding along on the coattails of a good team. I'm going to say, oh man, they got a 57% win rate on their KV-1S. He's their top tank. So this may end up turning into somewhat of a disaster because he's just going to tear our team apart. I got a feeling. Plus, they got another really good player in their top, in a Dicker Max, just like me. But I'm not quite that good, so. I'm not expecting miracles, but I'm hoping for one anyway. Let's just see how this goes. Now you can see from my overwhelming speed that really this tank, it's supposed to move faster, and I guess it is sort of moving faster, but it doesn't really seem to move any faster than the KV or the SU100Y. They seem to be pretty even when it comes to motion. And there's our KV-1S. If I can get concealed here. Yeah. Pull out there.
Wirkungstreffer.
No. I thought he was going to keep moving, so I'm spotted now, but I'm okay because I'm somewhat hidden behind this rock. Enough to finish him off, and now I'm going to get out of here because I can assume that... Wow, how did I get spotted again? There must be a scout that I'm not seeing. But I want to put myself in a position where... Yeah, look, their KV-1S already has 3 kills. I mean, this is like... Bad, bad, bad. Oh boy, there's a KV-1. He's going to spot me too. See if I come on. Hopefully he'll move up. Move up. And their KV-1S now has 4 kills. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. And we've got really nobody left to run base defense, so I'm gonna... Oh man, you guys gotta kill... He's got full health still. Ugh, this is just such a travesty. We got 2 M4s. We lose. It's over. Good game. Just the combat ineffective at this point. Man, I'm gonna run into everybody big here.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
Stupid enough to stay there, but I got this M4 coming right at me, so I'm gonna hold off and hold my peace here. Yeah, this is bad, 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 bad.
Kette verloren.
Yeah.
Wir sind bewegungsunfähig.
I think I'm gonna wait till my track is fixed, because he's gonna be stupid here.
Los geht's.
Roller skates. Crusader. There comes my doom.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung. Kette verloren. Das war's für uns. Raus hier.
Yep. So there's another wonderful game in the Dicker Max. I don't know what's going on tonight, but I just... Looks like our team might still win, though. They finally got rid of that KV-1S, so... but, you know... I did the best I could to defend that side by myself. I had somebody, I think it was this T-14 that was helping. But they're about to cap our base, so hopefully somebody will be smart enough to go back and actually stop that from happening. I don't think this M4 knows he's about to get clobbered. Boom. Right in the butt. Too bad the gun on that T-14 sucks. It's fast, but... doesn't do a whole lot of damage. There he goes, though. He did good. Good save, guys. Yeah. And there you go. So here it is again. Now, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can be the judge of whether I rode on the coattails. I did over 1,000 damage. I did get 1 kill. That's not, you know... Some people judge how you do by kills. I usually go more by experience and damage. But I did what I had to do. I had to put myself in a situation where I wasn't that safe because we were getting overrun. And I figured if I could be, you know, a stopping force, I didn't know if I could survive it or not. Obviously, I wasn't able to. I thought at first we just had those 2 M4s, but then the SU100Y showed up. Then the Covenanter showed up. And then it was big trouble. But, yeah, so... There's 2 victories for you, and that's what the complaint is with the Dicker Max. You will have lots of battles that are you'll be a part of lots of good battles. You will never necessarily have a great battle yourself, and so I guess maybe it feels that way because look, so here I am. I was the 2nd highest damage earner, which I told you I did well, and experience-wise, you know, it's not so good because I was in the top 4. But, you know, I stayed in the top, but still, it just feels like you're not doing anything. So, and that's typical of the Dicker Max. And so, anyway, between the 2 tanks, I actually like the Dicker Max better. For whatever reason, because of the gun depression, I think it kind of makes it fun to it's a challenge to get the tank in a good position. Now, once again, my crew was the crew for the JT-88 originally. Now they're a Hetzer crew, but they have no camo training. So I have a feeling if you get camo, and I might, these guys that have Brothers in Arms, I might switch that to camo, and then also maybe this. I want the distance. I don't know. But anyway, I think between the two of them, this is a more fun tank. The price is going to be, I think, the same or close. Let's take a look at the stats here. 1.04. 12. So this one's going to... The SU100Y is going to be slightly more expensive during the sale. And it is in general, too. So, but between the two of them, I think the Dicker Max is the more fun tank. But the SU100Y... I think the SU100Y requires a very unique play style. So if you're not that unique play styler, then it's not a good buy for you. So anyway, hope that helps you guys if you're going to buy one of these tanks this weekend. And have a great weekend.